Hello Moglets, so today we're doing the event. Unfortunately, I've actually already done this event and I'm simply voicing over the recording because for some amazing reason, this is what the audio sounded like when I was finished with that video.
I actually just now noticed that the beacons, I saw that.
Yeah, pretty much the full 2 hours of the entire video is like that. It's completely lost, it's completely broken, and there's nothing I can do about it, which sucks, and it pisses me off because I did absolutely nothing with my audio setup from yesterday when I was streaming and, recording and made a video out of that too. So, whatever. I'm like the master of problems. No matter what I do, there is half of my life troubleshooting. I'm not just here to complain, obviously, but it really does suck, and I just want to get it off my chest. So yeah, I still did want to go over this event, especially because it's a limited time event. It's a pretty special event, we have these islands and these conch shells here. It's really cool. And of course, while I was recording for the first time, it was basically a first impressions of the event, going around exploring, being like, hey, that's cool, etc., etc. And, having already played it, I actually have no idea what to even commentate now. Usually when I'm going to voice over game footage, it's going to be some kind of tips or whatnot. And while there aren't really many tips I can give for this event, it's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty much everything has, markers on the map, even the little lights in the sea. Naturally, you should go to each and every one of the little, different places on the map. Usually there's going to be a chest there. Exploring all the individual islands, there aren't that many chests from what I've seen. There could be some super mega hidden ones, but really probably not that many. Like on this island you can see two there. There is also this little bubble thing I ran into. You basically just have to follow the bubble. It was kind of annoying because honestly the ship is a little bit hard to control when you're going slow, but eventually once you pop the last bubble there'll be a little box there and you can get 10k Mora, I believe it was. So yeah. It's okay. I mean, more is always cool, but yeah, it was kind of a lot of action for 10k. Once you light up all the beacons, that's when the sort of main event starts. Of course, we're going to get this chest real quick. I did explore a couple of the little spots on the map before starting the event though. I found a total of 6 conch shells in this part of the map. It doesn't seem like there's any way to make absolutely sure that is all of them, but I did explore every single island and 6 is what I ended up with. And since they do pop up on the map, I'm fairly certain that is all of them for this section. Feel free to correct me in the comments if I am wrong, however. So yeah, then we had the event. This is kind of what we saw in the trailer. Basically, you're just going around. You do kind of have 2 options here. You can mostly kill the dudes while you're in the boat, or you can hop out and just kill them the old-fashioned way. I mean, ultimately, you do have to hop out because some of these towers you can't destroy, the big ones. And also there are, of course, little achievements and missions you have to do to destroy those little wind bubbles you see over there. You can still destroy them with like a bow and arrow character, as you can see here, but, if they're on the other side of the bubble, you can't really pierce through it. And you have to hop back in your boat to either do like a heavy attack or, a little attack on the exploding barrels works as well. And yeah, in order to get all of the achievements for this first part here, you need to do 10 of these little things, these little areas where the hilichurls are, because you get 200 shiny flotsams or whatever the hell they're called, and by the time you should have destroyed the 5 violent wind barriers as well. So yeah, after having done all 10, you can pick up all your rewards. I think I actually did 1 more than necessary, because you only need 2,000 also to buy everything in the shop. Get a nice Crown of Insight, those are always nice, along with some Serena Teapot blueprints, and we'll come back to that in a second. But yeah, as you can see, after buying everything, we still have an extra 200. So, if you want to be completely efficient, just do 10. So yeah, you can basically pick whatever prototype you want, which I thought was really cool, but we decided to save it for later. Also, a thing I think I skipped over, you can see a little ham on the map there. We're going to pause it for a second. This little ham on the map is a sort of time trial challenge where you have to destroy some barrels. It only gives you, I think, 5 or 10k Mora, maybe it was even 5k, so very not impressive, but, it's pretty easy to miss since it's, in the middle of 3 islands, and you might not even look that direction. So there's something, I guess. But yeah, basically I just went to all the little islands. Like I said, there's usually at least a chest on each of them, those little yellow spots where the hilichurls are. This I kind of got trolled by. We did that way earlier into the video, and then the things came back, and I'm like, what the heck? And it's actually hilarious. Since we were already recording for like an hour and a half, I was getting scared that maybe we'd have you know, some other bug like a random restart. So I actually stopped that recording and started a new one. So I was like, okay, at least that first like hour and a half is going to be safe. Little did I know. I guess at least we still have the game footage and the game audio, which for some reason was not corrupted. So I don't know, something just decided to poop randomly. There was a somewhat hidden chest around here next to this purple crystal. This can be pretty easy to miss as well. There it is. I mean, you can look at the map. There are very few islands here, so if you want to go grab that real quick. I am skipping most of the other chests because the ones I found at least were pretty open and in plain sight, more or less. As long as you circle, you know, the islands once and try and find any like chests on the back end or whatever, then you should be fine. Or you can probably follow like an interactive map. I'm sure that's been done already. But yeah, after doing those 10 little mini events with the cannon boat, you know, we just went around to the other islands, explored a bit, killed the hilichurls, grabbed the chests. And this is pretty much what I'm talking about. Like, you know, it says to go up there with the ladder, you know, it wants you to go up there, but if you circle around a bit, there is another chest up there, for example, and you can just hop out and grab that. So, you know, just keep your eyes open and you should be able to find them. I was surprised to find nothing on the top of this island, though. It's completely empty. I'm like, come on. Nothing? I decided, you know, to try and get like 100% completion, I'd explore some of these like big dead areas where there's nothing. Like we started with this one. Ultimately, I just went there and looked around and there was nothing, so I didn't even bother with the other two. And yeah, long story short, there wasn't anything, at least in that area that I checked. I did want to see what happens once we get to the border. And of course, it's just Paimon that comes out. This was kind of hilarious though, because she kept screaming the same thing at me because the boat takes so long to turn around, and then the game just gave up and considered me dead and sent me back to the resurrection point. So there was that, and I pretty much concluded the video with that. Yeah, obviously, you know, my first impressions are lost forever, which, you know, is okay. That's not that big of a deal, honestly, but I did think this was a very nice event, and I just wanted to, you know, give some thoughts on it. It's basically my conclusion was it was relaxing, nice, you know, very low stress, not difficult. You know, sailing through the seas, blasting the hilichurl things down, it's fun, you know, it's fun and it's nice. Looking forward to the one that unlocks tomorrow. If it's different at all, maybe I will record that one with some like live gameplay, whatever, but it'll probably be more or less the same, so yeah. I'll probably just leave it there. But yeah, make sure to tell me what you think in the comments down below of this event in general. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.